Anything on your
let's
mind?
talk about movies because I think
Movies.
we all
Love
want to
me
talk
some
about movies. We talked about music a lot. It's not going to be a movie episode, but
we're gonna talk about
Yeah.
movies.
let's just
We
talk
can
about
always talk-
movies.
I could always talk about some movies.
Movies. Let's
What
go
about-
down to basics. What's your favorite movie series?
Series or
period?
movie?
Favorite movie series?
Yeah, let's not do like your favorite movie, like your favorite, like at least what do we say, like three movies?
Oh man.
Easy.
That's the criteria. At least it has to have at least 3 movies.
Would 2 movies be considered a series?
That's just a like a I don't know.
It's
I
easy.
wouldn't. I would
It's-
say more than 3.
I feel like most movies that have 2 movies have a third one as well. I mean, maybe
Usually.
not, but
But yeah, the criteria has to be 3 movies.
all right, let's do 3.
So at
I
least a trilogy.
I think it's
At least
easy,
a
and I
trilogy.
think I can guess all of yours except Evan's.
Oh,
I'll-
yeah,
I'll
guess
take
mine.
it. I'll take
Take a guess
for
of
Evan.
mine.
I feel like everybody be able to guess mine.
Vernon's is Marvel.
Yeah,
pretty
Vernon's
simple.
is like, yeah,
Like
I knew
nobody.
that.
Nope. Surprises here. Can we get some Marvel movies, please? I'll
I
watch all
think we can guess
23 of them.
Wyatt's as well.
All right,
Halloween,
you guess
probably.
Wyatt's. I guessed it. I would guess
Yeah,
Halloween.
I mean, I'm
I would
wearing a
guess
shirt.
I was gonna say, look at his shirt.
I'm wearing a shirt.
I bet you all can guess mine too.
Batman.
No, it's not what's behind me, but I do love Batman.
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 The-
It's easy. It's something else that we all love. Well, Evan, I know Evan likes
Star
it.
Wars.
Exactly.
Oh,
easy,
well,
easy one.
Star-
Easy everybody's saga, dude. It's great movies.
What about you, Evan?
Harry Potter.
Wow, that's honestly tough for me. I mean, because I thought of another one while we were thinking. I would say my favorite like series, like my favorite trilogy is definitely Back to the Future.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I feel like you could have taken a wild guess and gotten that.
hmm
But one I was thinking of that I didn't really think about. I like not like the off stuff, like the direct to DVD stuff, but the American Pie like series.
They're coming
Oh,
out. with
yeah.
a new one.
I like them. I don't like the Bandcamp and that kind of that
Yeah.
stuff.
Did you see the
Like
commercial
straight
of the new
to
one?
straight to DVD.
No. Is
type
there-
movies.
There's a
Oh,
new one,
I did see. That's another one of those like
and it
Bandcamp,
looks
right?
It looks. And listen, I'm all for people making their art, but it looks terrible.
It probably.
It like I watched the whole trailer just for pure nostalgic sake, and like I didn't laugh I didn't chuckle, I didn't
Yeah.
smile.
That's
was
the
just
way a lot of
like-
comedies are nowadays,
It was
man.
just like their big like shtick for this movie was that it's about girls now. It's like the same premise. They're all trying to lose their virginity, but it's like about girls.
It's on the other side.
And
yeah.
I'm like, okay, I guess that makes it like kind of funny. Like not really.
but
Yeah.
doesn't translate well.
Like, American
Yeah.
Pie wouldn't work if it came out today because it came
No.
out in like that time of like
A
the
National Lampoon.
teen like,
Yeah.
comedy thing. It wouldn't work today. Like it wouldn't be funny today.
Yeah.
Like 4 guys trying to lose their virginity. It's like okay. Like,
See, I've never
that's not
seen
funny.
the reunion one, but that original trilogy for them was really good.
The reunion one was good. I'd say the reunion one's better than the wedding one, to be honest with you.
See, I like the wedding one.
Yeah, the wedding
No.
one wasn't bad.
Good.
Yeah.
If it doesn't have the original cast though, it's not that great.
I've seen
Yeah.
them all like once or twice. Like I've definitely seen them all, but like I don't remember them like
Yeah,
when
it's
everybody.
been years since I've seen them.
Not like
Yeah, there's like 9 of them now. I think.
I'm talking
There's
the
way too
trilogy.
many. There's like
The
4.
They
trilogy.
used to show them
4
on like
main
Comedy Central and TBS,
Yeah, exactly.
and I would
Um,
see them on there.
Other than the ones we already picked, because those are the easy ones. You guys got another movie series that you love or like or whatever.
I got
Yeah.
one.
I know
Or
Evan
a
had
favorite trilogy, because that was a good question too. As a favorite trilogy.
Yeah, I mean, we could do just trilogy. I mean, mine's a trilogy too.
trilogies.
Iron Man. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I thought that'd be hilarious. One Iron Man, 2 Iron Man, 3.
Okay.
Great.
Really loves
That's
his,
same.
his Marvel.
Brandon's like, I only watch Marvel movies. That's it.
I mean,
Uh,
but I'm trying to think of just other trilogies in general, like Matrix, like Lord of the Rings,
oh
stuff
yeah,
like
Matrix trilogy. That one's a good one.
I've never seen The Matrix. I have no opinion on it.
I know you
Yeah, I've
need to
never
watch
seen
that,
it,
man.
I'm getting there.
that. What
One day.
about Fast and the Furious?
I'm not a big fan.
If we're gonna talk about like the first 3 or 4, I'm down. But like again, that's a movie like American Pie where you get to 9.
Yeah, it's like you guys should have stopped.
They're better. They're better than American Pie, though. I would rather rewatch all the Fast and Furious than all the
Yeah,
American.
if you have to lump in the bad ones. I mean,
Exactly.
I would
I'm
personally,
the
but I could
opposite
see
on
why.
that one.
If we have to lump in the bad ones, I'm Fast and Furious. If we're just doing like the classic three, give me American Pie all day. But man, the bad American Pies
Or bad.
are bad.
Yeah.
Real bad. The
The
bad
only saving
Fast
grace in a lot of them is that Jim's dad's in it.
and
That's
Sip-
really it.
Shut
And he's
up.
part of the original, so that's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, that's
But
the
the-
only
The
connecting.
bad Fast and the Furiouses, they're like not great racy movies anymore, but they're okay action movies.
They
They're
got
fine.
some explosions in it.
Got some
Yeah, I can sit there eating
Yeah.
popcorn
Shit
while I'm
falling
watching this.
Oh, yeah.
I would probably say my favorite trilogy or favorite series would be Evil Dead trilogy, Evil
I'd
Dead
agree.
1, 2, and then Army of Darkness there at the end. Like
I'd
that's
agree.
just a perfect trilogy. I love that one.
I also would agree, and I think the most popular is my least favorite, but I still love it. And I'll even lump the remake in with it. I like the remake too.
Oh yeah, I mean the remake's really good.
Yeah,
What you said your least favorite is Army of Darkness?
oh yeah, easily.
Okay,
I mean, not that
yeah,
I don't think it's
I
a
could
bad
probably-
movie at all. I think
yeah.
it's fine. I like the movie. It's just
I
that
agree.
I would rather watch the other two first.
Is the first one your favorite?
I know objectively the second one's better, but the
Because
first
the
one
second one's my favorite. I love the second one.
it is objectively better, and I understand why it's people's favorite. But the first one
Yeah.
has that low budget charm that just like I love.
Yeah.
Like,
See,
I've
I'm not.
never
I'm.
seen them.
yeah, I've never seen him.
See, you
either.
need to. Both
Somebody
of you.
needs to come have a marathon with me and watch their movies.
Dude, I
They're so-
totally will. I totally will.
I'll come for that marathon.
Oh yeah, get
Let's
drunk
just
and
plan
watch
it
the
out.
movie.
Let's just
Made on such a low budget. I love
do
when
we just want
like
to have a slumber
And
party
dude-
and watch the Evil Dead series?
bro. We should, because then we on the podcast we can have you review them. We could be like, oh, okay, I've seen them for the first time. This is my review or whatever.
Yes.
but we should record us watching them just in case he gets scared because Vernon gets scared easy.
I don't think
Yeah,
I don't think
I
they're gonna
watch
scare him.
movies playing games.
They're not.
I can
scared.
watch scary movies. Scary
They're
movies
not
are
Yeah.
fun.
scared.
Scary
They're
games,
not that scary.
They're more
scary
trippy.
games. I'm too focused
You're
and
too involved.
I'm
I'm
too
too in
involved in that.
I'm too in
I'm in
survival.
survival mode.
Exactly, because if I was in that situation and I heard a bang in the door,
I'd
I'm
be
not
like,
going
"Huh."
to check it out. Like, fuck all of you. Have a good time. Where games
I-
are like, no, go check it out. And I'm like, I'm good. I'm as
Yeah.
But to progress in the game, I have to go check out this creepy door, and that's why.
yeah.
That's what gets me is like I have to do it. I have to do it. I know she's gay, but I'm like, oh my god.
yeah.
God.
game. Good for the game designers
It
for making
forces
this
you to
game.
do it.
Watching movies is fine though. I don't have
Yeah.
a problem watching scary movies.
No, the Evil Dead series isn't that scary. You'll be good. they're really campy and over
I'm
the top.
worried about.
I remember me and you watched the remake before. That's like the only one I think you've seen.
I think we went to see the remake together. I wouldn't.
No, I'm saying like I think me and Vern definitely watched it.
Did me and you
together.
see the remake? I feel like Quentin went with us too. I think me, you, and Quentin. went to-
Yeah, me, you, and Quentin saw it in theaters. But I'm
Yeah.
saying like within the past couple years, me and Vern's watched it.
okay, I don't really remember, but I've
Yeah,
a lot of vitamins.
yeah, you need a lot of vitamins. You need to see the originals though with Bruce Campbell. Those
Yeah,
are the best.
They are great.
I think
But,
I
like,
did. I
come-
do remember watching that with you. I don't know, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
But the way Alex was saying, he likes the first one because of how like the charm to it and how like it's just the nostalgia of it. That's the
Right.
way I am with the Alien series, where I like the first one more than the second one, and the second one is like pretty much known as
Objectively
like
better.
objectively better as Aliens.
Yeah.
And I'm more of
Aliens.
yeah,
That's
I'm
a
more of
very
an
good
Alien fan.
Yeah, because there's a word flip flop. I don't hate that. Like I love the first Alien movie too. I love it.
Yeah,
But I love Aliens
Yeah.
better than
Yeah.
Alien, and I love Alien. I think it's a great film too.
Mhm.
I actually, Alien is the only film I own. I own it 3 times, not just one. I own it in a collector's edition, like with all of them. Then I own the 25th anniversary edition where it's just it, and then I just own it on regular Blu-ray. Like,
Yeah.
and I bought it 3
Jeez.
times, knowing that I own it. I'm just like, I don't care. I want it again. Fuck it. It's a complete waste of money, but I don't care. I got
Your
some cool.
impulse.
like, did you have a trilogy in mind, Evan? That you
Well,
were talking about?
I kind of mentioned it. Austin Powers is a good trilogy.
Austin
Oh,
Powers
yeah.
is a good trilogy.
I
that
love Austin Powers.
that's also one that I think deserves like, and I knew they were planning it. That deserves another movie. because it was
Yeah.
so freaking
Yeah,
funny.
they've been talking about that for years.
Yeah, but it hasn't
Give us the
happened.
fourth Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Need some
Um,
freaking laser memes.
I really like the original, like the actual Jurassic Park trilogy too. That's a
Yes.
trilogy. I mean, Jurassic World's good too, but like that, or the first
Yeah.
three are really great.
Captain America.
Captain America, yeah, that's a good trilogy. That's better than the Iron Man trilogy. The Thor trilogy is pretty good too.
It's not as good as the Captain America
Not as
trilogy.
good as Captain America's.
Captain
trilogy.
America trilogy.
Spider-Man trilogy is good.
Oh,
Ooh.
Spider-Man.
Okay.
Terminator, the trilogy for Terminator.
There's a
Okay.
lot of good. I was gonna say
Yeah,
Toy
but I'm saying
Story,
like the first
but
three.
Toy
I mean, I
Story
know the
was
third
a
one
good trilogy,
isn't
and
really
then they
that
made
great.
it a whatever it is. A
Yeah,
quad.
Toy Story trilogy. I haven't seen the fourth one.
Okay, people were hating on the fourth one. I think it's good. I
I haven't
think
seen it yet.
the ending. So the ending to the third one was a really good ending,
Yeah,
but the ending to the fourth one, there's no way that they can come back to making like a name. Like it'd have to be a spin-off. Like there's just no way of. I mean, they could do more movies, but they couldn't do like a Toy Story 5. Like it wouldn't make
Yeah.
sense. Like there's no. It's good. The ending's really.
Incredibles 2 is good.
What was
Have you
that?
seen Incredibles 2?
Oh yeah,
haven't
that's not a
seen that
trilogy,
one.
but
It's not a trilogy, but
That's
I waited
that's a good. Okay,
so
that's
long
a
for
good
that
like
movie.
movie pair. That I was trying to think of a movie pair. You know, like
I
a
haven't seen that.
oh,
It's really
yeah.
good. It
I haven't
picks up
seen the sequel to Monsters Inc. either. The Monsters University.
Oh, I've seen
I
that. It's good.
either. Oh.
It's not. It's not like Monsters. Or it's
But-
not Monsters Inc. level.
Yeah,
I love how Incredibles 2 picks up exactly where
Right when it ends, it is
Like,
like the second it ends.
the same
It's-
scene.
Yep.
Like it's amazing. It picks up in the same scene. Like I love that. I remember just being in the theaters with my son watching it. Like
You're like,
there's no way it starts right here. Like I can't believe it starts right here. Just
you
the
could watch
feeling
it
of
back to
nostalgia.
back, and it would be seamless.
Yeah,
yeah,
it was
Perfectly
amazing.
that's crazy.
And then you have Helen. Isn't that her name? The mom.
No, the mom. Yeah.
Helen. Then you have her just taking over and like doing her
Yeah.
own thing the whole movie. Like it was dope. I haven't seen it since that day in the theaters with Kai, but I remember just
I've watched
being
it
kind of
twice,
enjoying it.
maybe 3 times since that, because it was on. We had it playing on Netflix or something. I forget why, but yeah, it was. I like it.
Speaking
I don't
of
think it's
Only
as
other.
good as the first one, but
those,
Yeah.
have you seen the new Aladdin
no.
No.
live action?
Mm-mm.
It's not bad.
I watched a
Not
whole
bad. I heard
video
it
that
wasn't
shits
bad.
on the Disney live action.
Will Smith's in it. Okay, so
But I was
Right.
gonna say, like, because you were talking about the first one goes directly in the second one. I can't really think of any other movies other than like Halloween.
Halloween. I knew. I
does
was
that.
thinking that too.
Yeah.
Because like that's
Yeah.
interesting that The Incredibles does that. Because I'm sure there are movies that I have seen that do it. I just can't think of them.
Halloween does that really well, and for
But
being as old
Halloween,
as it
yeah,
is,
it picks up right at the end of
literally, yeah, right when it, and it even like has like the whole like the medical scene, like it, like the medical staff is on scene from the first one.
Yeah,
And then it just they're involved. Like, yeah, that's a really
Yeah.
good.
yeah, the original, the first one and second one.
Shit,
We were
just
talking about movie trilogies and shit. We came back to it.
Yeah,
damn, we made a full circle.
movie trilogies.
Exactly. We got
Okay,
way
Alex,
off track, but we
Name
got
them off. What movie trilogy is he into?
Like
we
right
probably
now?
covered them. We probably covered them.
I covered them.
Vernon took care of all the Marvel ones.
Yep.
I said Captain America already. Don't worry about that. I got
y'all
it.
put me on the spot.
Yep, on the spot. Oh.
Oh, that's like the same face he was
No.
making last time he froze.
Broke
okay.
Oh, I got back.
Hey,
What's going on?
Dude, I don't know what's going on with my internet. It's fucking up.
You're back.
Okay.
Three trilogies, go.
I don't know. You all put me on the spot.
Okay, think of
That's
3
the name of the
movies that
game.
are of the same name that you like.
Okay. I mean, the first 2 are great, but the Terminators are okay.
Yep.
Why covered that?
Terminator.
Damn it. We covered Aliens. I like Aliens.
Oh, think of some movies.
Oh, come on. There's so many trilogies.
Starship Troopers.
Whoa.
That
Oh,
was
Ain't
a
nobody
lot
said
of that.
Starship Troopers.
Nobody
That
said
was
Starship.
Trilogy.
That came from.
I'll,
I think there's more.
I'll add on top of that, and I'll say Tremors too, because Tremors.
Tremors. Tremors
Oh,
is good.
shit.
Tremors is good past the third one, even, man.
You ever seen?
Yeah,
Stargate.
Yeah, you ever see that movie?
I've heard of it. I've never watched it though.
It's pretty.
I thought it was a
fucking-
show.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
a
it
movie
is.
too.
But the movie, like with what's his name, that famous actor, like Kurt Russell or so, I don't know who. I think
Kurt Russell. Yeah,
that movie it's out
James
there.
Spader, I think's in it.
Ooh, I got two more. And they're in the
Okay.
same vein.
Go ahead.
James Bond, and that's a series.
Oh man,
James
yeah,
Bond,
ton of movies.
good ass movies. And I know they like have a bunch of different actors, but the Jack Reacher movies are pretty good too, man. Like-
I've
Okay.
seen those.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh man, Jack Reacher movies are good, man. I
That
mean,
made me think of it. Mission Impossible. Those
Mission
movies
Impossible.
are pretty good.
Well,
those are,
I think
like-
Mission Impossible like has an arc like this, and then it kind of comes down, and then it goes right back up. Like
Yeah, the
like
fourth one
last
was
few-
like my
yeah,
favorite, bro. The
The
fourth
last
one is
few Mission
amazing.
Impossible has been great.
I didn't see
They've
the
been good.
newest one with like Henry
Cavill?
Cavill. Yeah, I didn't see that one. Where he hit
I'm
his
gonna
muscle.
be-
Anyway,
Freaking
I thought of
Tom
a trilogy
Cruise.
while I was talking about Tom Cruise, and the Dark Knight trilogy is really good too.
Yeah,
It's good movies.
could
I'll
have
tell you
ended
what.
better. Like I feel like Dark Knight Rises was really good, but like it left me wanting more at the
Yeah.
end.
It just
Like,
wasn't
I
as
didn't
good
like it
the
as much
second-
as the first two. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight was a 10 out of 10. It was like a 12 out of 10. It was so
Yeah.
fucking good. So it's hard to follow that up.
I
You
was
know.
on the train when
I
the
love
Dark Knight
Batman
came out.
Begins.
I love Batman Begins too, but I was on the train when the Dark Knight came out, and not that I didn't think it was a good movie, but I was like, okay, it's overhyped. You know, everybody loves it. It's just overhyped. I've rewatched it recently with Marissa, who's never seen them, and it really is a 10 out of 10. Like
It's so good.
Heath
Yeah.
Ledger's performance as the Joker, and he's not even my favorite Joker, but like his performance as the Joker is so like captivating. Like you have to stop whatever you're doing and you have to watch what he's
Just
doing on screen.
watch.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, and I've seen the movie 50,000 times.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a hyperbole, definitely. But like, I'm somebody who plays on their phone when they watch movies, and I had to put it down and watch him. Like, I had to see what he was doing, man.
Yeah.
It really is a great movie.
And the
One-
movie is just excellent at building tension the whole
Mhm.
way through, especially
The
like with the
score-
music and everything, the
score,
atmosphere. Fear.
Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, the Hans
Oh.
Zimmer. Yeah. It's
Even
just like
from the
it just starts
beginning,
building as something's going on in the scene, and you're
I
like,
think
oh
about
man.
that window. The camera slowly pans to the window. And
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
music's
and the-
just building up and it breaks. And like it's like
Yeah.
I remember being in the theater the first time, just like, whoa. Like I just didn't expect it, just because it's enticing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets
And
you
it's
going.
like every scene where he's like on screen, the music just starts building, and you're like, what is this madman gonna do next? And he's just up to something.
I love
It is,
it.
yeah, it is great.
Guys,
I
make
really
me
need to rewatch it.
that. Like
Yeah.
tonight or something.
Person's like,
I
I'm
might
gonna
have
watch it
to.
tonight.
I think what makes it so good is it's like the one, like Batman's the least interesting part of that whole film, dude.
Yeah.
Like to be honest,
Yeah.
like the
Even
Joker,
Gordon's story
even
is dope.
Gordon is interesting. You know,
Yeah.
Batman's the least. He's the most least interesting part of the whole film, and he's
Yeah.
still interesting. You know, and I
Mhm.
think that's where the Dark Knight didn't quite live up to the hype. You know, or the Dark Knight Returns didn't quite live up to hype.
Yeah.
Where they so shifted towards Batman, and I don't feel like they gave Bane and the whole idea of what he was doing enough time
Yeah.
on. You know, it was
I
about
think that's
Batman.
the problem.
Hopping around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the problem with a lot of like superhero movies that don't really do well is they don't use that formula that you're talking
Yeah.
about.
You got to give
They
them-
don't build
you
up
got-
the villain enough.
I have to care
Yeah.
about the film.
Think about
Especially
Thanos.
exactly, especially when you
Exactly.
get in trilogies. Like I know who the Avengers are. I've seen films of them.
Yeah, we don't
Thanos.
need them on screen
Exactly.
for 75% of the movie.
Exactly.
Right. That's why people like you got Cherie like taking up a good amount of screen time in a Black Panther movie or something because Black
Yeah.
Panther's already been developed in a movie and a half or or something like that. Like it's just that's I'm telling you, man.
That's just
I
good
love it.
storytelling.
Good
That
storytelling.
Marvel, Kevin Feige knows what he's doing. We're
Yeah.
putting
Well,
together.
It's even the newer Spider-Man movies, and even before Like the Tom Holland ones, even the like, let's not spend too much time on his origin stories. If you're going to see a Spider-Man film at this point, you know it. Like, you get it. Like,
Yeah.
we've seen it. Let's
Right.
move on. I don't need to see it again. Or at least if we're gonna do it, let's brush over it. Let's like
And I'm glad that's why they're not doing an origin with the new Batman movie coming out. It's
Exactly.
just
Like,
gonna
it's
go right into it.
exactly.
And that's what's crazy because like even the Batman movies that started everything, they weren't origin stories. It's just like, oh, it's Batman just
Here's
fucking
Batman.
people up already. It's just like the first scene of the movie is Michael Keaton chasing down these fucking criminals, and it's like he's
Everybody
already
knows who
Batman.
Batman is.
It's because that's
Everybody
what we
knows
want,
Bat-
man. Like, we don't
Exactly.
like, I love Batman for his origin, but at the same time, like, we get it. I want to
Mhm.
see Batman be Batman, you know?
Yeah,
You
the
don't need to
origins
watch
should
the
be-
same origin
should be
story.
left to like lesser known IPs that like nobody
Spider-Man.
really knows.
Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire one, probably is what even made them make Batman Begins in the first place.
I
you
think
know?
it
Well,
was.
Here's
It
my thing with
definitely
Batman
kickstarted
Begins,
it.
and I would be reverse side. I think that's such a good movie because it tells his origin, but it tells a piece of the origin that isn't quite new. Like, you all know his parents died, but they didn't spend a huge chunk on the movie of his parents dying, you know? It was
Yeah.
his parents died and what he did to become Batman. Like,
Right,
that's
but
usually a
still,
chunk
like,
that's skipped.
I think that
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
was inspired by the success of
sure.
Spider-Man.
Tobey
where-
Maguire Spider-Man's.
He's got so much of his origin just fleshed out there. You know,
Sure.
at the beginning.
Oh
it's like,
yeah.
The whole first movie is dedicated to it, you know?
DC
So
was
the
Yeah.
whole-
like, oh, they want
Yeah.
a origin story.
And going back what you're saying about Batman Begins, that was like one of the best parts too. Is like you got to see fucking Bruce Wayne up in the mountains training with like Ra's al Ghul and shit, and like he's learning how to fight and learning how to be like in the shadows and stuff. It was such a cool part, like something you never saw. That's what
And-
made it like.
And
just
Liam
as good,
Neeson, Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul is fantastic.
Oh yeah, he killed it, man.
Fantastic. Great performance.
Yeah, that was a really good movie.
I want to see more Christopher Nolan Batman movies.
Nah,
Yeah,
that,
man.
That is not happening, dude.
Yeah,
Please.
I'd be
Christian
down
Bale's
with
done with that shit.
I'd be down with this Robert Patterson Batman though. Like, I'm not hating on him too much, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
No,
I
me
think
I'm
neither.
ready to see.
the
Everything
screenshots
I've been
look
hearing
cool.
about it seems
Yeah.
really. Apparently, they're showing their first footage of it this weekend at that DC con.
That DC thing, yeah.